Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Byron Murphy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jefferson.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Number 13,
Christian Kirk, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Arizona.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run toss to the right with Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 16, Murray. Incomplete.
Murray's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
To number 13,
Christian Kirk with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they're punting it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Cousins now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 14. Vikings nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
That's a gain.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play. To see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see two-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak for a two-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, and they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulting those guys in the middle, though. They stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Murray now to throw.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the 47-yard line.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And Parker, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play call.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the
third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Bran. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much trained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Murray. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Drake on the handoff. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he goes out right around the 39.
Cook again, the ball carrier. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be corralled across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 36, Cousins. It's a foot race. The 30.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Gladney. He's got daylight. 30. 10.
That's right, baby. It's all
and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 76 yards. Here the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Baker with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
On the play. And a Cardinal first down.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Drake. Room here to run. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down, Cardinals.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 21-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
This is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down, Cousins. Such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.